So today we are going to be building Spike a cage. Hi Spike, you want us to clean your cage and build it all nice and show the people what they should put in and what shouldn't put in? Yep. Alright, let's get ready. Hey everybody, welcome back to Disturbing Creations Pets, and today I'm moving my bearded dragon upstairs. The glass stays cold anyway, so I took everything out today and we're going to be moving him upstairs. I'm going to be cleaning his little rug. You're supposed to be cleaning this like at least every 60 days, depending on how big your dragon is, how much it goes to the bathroom, and how many dragons you have. So we're going to be rebuilding a dragon cage from start to finish. Like I said, I tore everything out. I'm going to go over all of his stuff and what he likes. So if you're a first-time dragon owner and you want to learn how to do the cage, I'm going to show you the little things, what to have, the bare necessities. You don't have to have all kind of toys and stuff, that'll come, but these things we're going to go over, you have to have those immediately or your dragon's not going to live very well life or might die early. And you just don't want that. You don't want it to get the curly bone disease where its bones like curl up and solidify when it's growing, and then it can't walk right, and you're just going to give it a terrible life. But do these little things that I'm telling you to do. We're going to go over them step by step. I'm going to introduce you to Spike if you've never met him before. And I promise you'll have a good time. So let me just kind of show you Spike's dirty cage right now. So this is Spike, my dragon, and he's got a little attitude because I took all his stuff out. I found 2 doobie roaches in here, which is weird because I haven't fed him any doobies in like maybe a month. So it's been a month since I only got him doobie roaches once, and maybe I got him 5 weeks ago. So he ate all the earthworms, but today I haven't had any mealworms in like 3 days. So when he saw the 2 doobie roaches, he ran right for him and crunched them up. But you see, he's went to the bathroom a couple of times. I've cleaned it, but there's like just mess on the floor and stuff. He's giving me the side eye, you see. So this is Spike, and he's not very tame. You see, he's got his mouth open. He's not very tame. The people I got him from just left him in a cage and fed him. I think every once in a while they took him out and put him on a table, the guy said, but he doesn't like to be touched. He flattens out a lot when I touch him still. We're getting to it. I could just tell he's nervous. He opens his mouth. He doesn't hiss. But now that I took all his stuff out of here, he's uncomfortable. So I'm going to get him upstairs. So this is all the things that I'm going to be putting in my cage for the bearded dragon. So his name is Spike. And a couple of people, or one person said you shouldn't name your bearded dragon Spike because they have spikes. But Spike was my first stuffed animal when I was a little kid. Like the day I was born, they presented me like this little animal. They called it Spike, and I just always loved that name. So someone else commented on one of my videos, and he said, he or she, I don't know, I just saw a screen name, said that they had a bearded dragon when they were younger and its name was Spike. So I really appreciated that. And if you are the person who said that your bearded dragon was named Spike, here's a shout out to you. And please leave a comment down below in this video to let me know that you still are a subscriber and that you appreciate Spike's name as well. So let's get back to this video right here. So I want to show you these 2 different things right here. So these are heat lamps, and this is like it looks like a huge heat lamp. Well, you can put a very large bulb in this, but it has a very small bulb, and I'm going to tell you the difference about heat lamps in another video. This is a very small pinpoint heat lamp. Sometimes like turtles, smaller animals, small lizards will use this, and sometimes larger animals with a larger bulb will use this. But he came with this one, with this wee little bulb. but I don't use it. I use this one, and we'll explain to you why. Now, when I make the cage, I do put some cardboard on the bottom, and this is just a piece of cardboard. You see I have cardboard everywhere. I use it for everything because I love to recycle and not throw the cardboard out. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this bottom pad for lizards and dragons and things. We're going to put this on top of the cardboard. Now, the reason that I put this on top of the cardboard is that they like this. It feels like, it almost feels like dirt, like baby grass. It has like a texture, so they don't feel the glass or the plastic of the cage. But it's very thin. You see how thin it is? It's like, it's not paper thin, but it's about as thick as a cardboard. Now, my bearded dragon gives off big bearded dragon bombs when he goes to the bathroom. And I don't want to show you any of them because you guys probably already know. Now, he's over a year. He's about 1.5 years old right now, maybe 2 years. And I like to put this under because it aerates. So all the little perforations in here, all those little things that go like this in between your cardboard, allow air to get through the cardboard, and it lets it air it out. So whenever he has wet stools, because they don't pee, they're kind of like snakes. They give out the white poops and they give out the dark brown poops. They give out the 2 different color poops. I want them to dry very quickly. Now, if I'm not home for the whole day and he goes to the bathroom, I don't want him to be crawling around a wet poop because it sits on this and sits on the glass and it can't dry. But if it sits on this, then sits on this that's aerated, it could get air underneath it and it dries out and it doesn't get in his scales and make a mess. And the next day I can just pick it out because it's already dry and it just lifts right off, wipe it off. And this is good to go for a little bit. He can do quite a few messes on this before it gets saturated. Without the cardboard, the water soaks through this, gets everywhere, gets saturated very quickly, doesn't dry the feces, could cause a mess. But this is a good pad. Just use it correctly. Don't put this just down and then, nothing. Put some kind of substrate catcher. Now we have his big rock. He loves this rock because I usually put the light on top, point it down to the rock, and then he can like sun bask. He can get all the way up here if he wants a lot of hot. I see him on the side right here when he only wants some. And then sometimes he's in here sleeping in the dark. They do like protection. It's just like you and me. You don't want to sleep outside and not have protection. Even if there's no animals, it's just instinct. So he likes to go in here and feel protected. I have a little water bowl for him that looks like a rock. It looks like his natural habitat. So it has water in it as well. And you have to maintain and clean this all the time. Don't just put water in it and leave it in there for a week and do nothing with it because it can make bacteria. But this is also another video that we're going to be doing with how to water and how to feed your bearded dragon and what not to give your dragon. He likes this little thing. He crawls through this. I'll find him in here sticking his head out all the time. He likes that little half. This is actually made by ceramic, I guess. All these are basically plastic or ceramic, And then this is a piece of real driftwood. It's crazy looking, right? This is actually a piece of real wood. And it was treated, I guess, it has to be sold by the pet store. It came with him. But I took it apart and scrubbed every little cranny with this when I first got him with a toothbrush. And that's why it's different colors, because I knocked off some of the brown bark by scrubbing it so good, and I soaked it in water, not long, like maybe 5 minutes, just to break up the stuff. I didn't want to waterlog the wood because it is real wood. And then I just got a toothbrush and I sat there and I watched TV on my tablet and I scrubbed all this down. So this is good for him as well. And then if you have a small beardy, you could put something like this, like a little cage, little tunnel. So you can see the little tunnel compared to the big adult tunnel. Now this one happens to be very heavy. I think this is actually made out of rock. And this one is not, it's really light. This one's made out of like a plasticky or ceramic material. So he is too big for this now, but I just wanted to show you guys this. Now, if I have room, I might put this in there just for something for him to crawl over. but I don't know if he can get his big butt. He might be able to back his butt in here, but that's about it. He won't be hiding in there at all. So now you see the basic stuff that we have. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I cleaned the cage, and then we're going to get right into it, building the cage. He's looking at me like, Daddy, it's been like 3 days. You took all my stuff out, cleaned the cage, and then didn't put anything back in, huh? And I'm not even eating my greens because they're not in my bowl. So it's been 3 days. He's made 2 poos. I've been feeding him some greens just to hold him over for right now. And this is going to be, the new cage is going to be up on top. So we have a larger cage. It comes all the way to the end here. As you can see, this one is like 3 or 4 inches from the back. This one goes all the way to the back. So same 36 long by, I think it's 22 high. But this one's 18 and this one's 24 depth. So he's going to get a lot more out of this one. So I am going to put him in the bigger cage. And then we're going to take the snake and then put the snake in this cage so it's easier for me to get in and out the snake also. So there he is. Hey Spike, you're not having it, huh? Fix my cage, bro. Alright, so the first thing that we did is we cleaned out all the glass, everything, with bleach, and then we cleaned it with a natural soap to make sure there was no bleach. And then I put a piece of perforated cardboard down in on the bottom to go the whole way. And then I put his mat on the bottom here. And then I pushed his wall in. Now there's another piece of the wall that's gonna go on the side over here. I just put that in, and I'm gonna put something against that to hold that up. And then, so basically they don't like to see their reflection. If they see their reflection, like in the mirror, see my hand, like if this is the dragon, he'll see another dragon and he'll start doing this and lifting his head up and down. If your dragon's sitting on the side of the cage or the terrarium tank and he's lifting his head up and down or doing some bobbing, it's because he sees another dragon. You see my other hand? You can see that, right? So that's why you have to do this so that you don't stress them out. He'll see other dragons that stress him out. You know, they want to live by themselves unless they were raised with another dragon. So floor, we can take this out and clean it whenever we want. You know, if he goes to the bathroom a couple of times, we can take this out. Then he still has the cardboard that he could go on while I'm washing this a couple of hours or whatever. Throw that, change that out or whatever. Now I'm gonna put a couple of more things in here. So like, he's got a little water dish. Oh, I gotta clean that one. He's got a little water dish. I'm just gonna kind of show you like where I would put it, like a water dish. And then maybe this little tunnel thing so he can hide and get up to the water dish and still crawl in the back. Oh, sorry, that's a creepy little thing here. So he can crawl in the back. And then we have, this is his favorite thing here, is this side tunnel. So I can't put one of those over here because I have this side tunnel. He really likes this. He sleeps in this little hole at night. And then I put his heat lamp in the corner of here. This isn't the lid. This is a lid for the snake because it doesn't need that same kind of lid. So he needs a clearer, more open lid for his heat lamp. So I'll put the heat lamp here in the corner. His UVB lamp I'll put on this side. And then he can crawl down in here if he's too hot, or get up here. And then you want to put the water on the opposite side of where you put the heat lamp so the heat doesn't go in the water and make it dissipate. You don't want it to be too humidity in here. You don't want too much humidity in here. Okay, so I'm gonna hook up a couple more things. We got a couple of things in there. He's got a couple more things, and then I'm gonna throw him in and we're gonna see how he likes it. All right, so I put a couple of small other things in. I moved this around. I put his pool in there so he can cool off. Like The heat light is here. I gotta plug it in still. And then the UVB light, they need a UVB. Like some snakes and stuff don't, but dragons do. You see he's looking at it. And then his little water bowl, little food bowl. You gotta get this special food bowl. See how it's got a curved in lip? So when you get doobie roaches and mealworms and superworms, they can't crawl out because they can't crawl upside down to get over that lip. I don't know why, but it works. Unless you put stuff in here and it's hanging out like lettuce and then put them on, they'll crawl out of the lettuce. But if you just drop them down in there, they're great. There he is. Oh, Spiky. Oh, Spike. Hey. Oh, he's a little agitated. He's a little agitated. He's like, what are you doing? He just put me back in this new giant apartment. I don't know what's going on right now. No. You love it, don't you, buddy? Tell him you love it. I say, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.